Hello, everyone. I hope that you're feeling well, that you're feeling healthy, that you're feeling strong. But more importantly, I hope that you're staying home. Around the world, there are people who are getting sick. There are people who are fighting for their lives. And unfortunately, there are people that are dying. And we might feel helpless to stop it. But the truth is, there's absolutely something that we can do to help stop it. And that is staying home. It was very painful to have to cancel the services, the davening, the minyanim at the shul. It was very painful to cancel all the classes, and it's very painful to have to speak to you through this camera right now. However, we did it because it is going to save lives. If it is not absolutely necessary for you to leave your house, I implore you, please stay at home. The people who are the most vulnerable are people who are 65 and older. If there's something that you need, please call the shul. We have a group of volunteers who are willing to go shopping, who are willing to go to the pharmacy, who will bring anything that you need to your house. But you please stay home and please stay safe. The term that we're using for this is social distancing. But the truth is, I hate this term. It's an ugly term because the goal is not that we should be socially distant. The goal is that we should be physically distant. And in fact, this is an incredible opportunity for us to be social in the truest way, the most meaningful way, and the most real way. But you could say, how exactly is that possible? If I cannot see you, if I cannot hug you, if I can't share a meal with you, how can we truly bond? How can we truly connect? How can we truly be social? So of course, as Jews, we always look to the weekly Torah portion. And in the Torah portion, there's a powerful message about what it truly means to be connected, what it truly means to be united, what it truly means to be a social people. The Torah tells us that before Moshe instructed the Jewish people about the construction of the Mishkan, he gathered all of the Jewish people together. Now, a few centuries later, Shlomo HaMelech, King Solomon, before he was about to dedicate the Beis Hamikdash, the temple that he had just constructed, he also gathered all the people together. However, there's a difference. When Moshe gathered all the Jewish people, they were together, they were united as one. However, when Shlomo HaMelech, when he gathered all the Jewish people together, the Torah says he gathered the princes, he gathered the elders, and he gathered the masses. For some reason, they were all gathered, even though they were all together, they were still separated into groups. Yet when Moshe gathered the Jewish people, there was incredible unity. Why is that the case? So the Hasidic commentaries explain that when Moshe gathered the Jewish people, there was a natural unity. However, when Shlomo HaMelech gathered the people, there was an imposed unity, which caused people to still feel separate and apart from each other. There's an incredible story that I think really explained this idea so beautifully. There was a chassid of the Ruzhiner Rebbe who loved the Rebbe so deeply and had a powerful connection with him. So much so that any time he went to the Rebbe, he was able to see him. Normally needed appointments, you had to call in advance, you had to set up a time, you had to wait all night, but not this chassid. The bond, the love, the affection, the connection was so powerful, anytime he showed up, immediately he would be able to see the Rebbe. However, once happened Erev Yom Kippur. Erev Yom Kippur, the day before Yom Kippur, the Ruzhiner Rebbe secluded himself. You could say he was socially distancing himself, or perhaps more accurately, physically distancing himself, in order that he can prepare properly for the holy day of Yom Kippur. He saw no one. But yet this chassid was aroused with such a passion, such a love, such a desire. He wanted to see the Rebbe on this holy day. He barged into the office. The secretaries said no. The secretaries tried to block him. A whole commotion was created. The Ruzhiner heard the commotion. He comes out of his office and he sees this chassid there. And the chassid turns to the Ruzhiner and he says, "Rebbe, I love you." With a big smile, the Ruzhiner says to this chassid, "Your love for me pales in comparison to the love that I have for you, but not just for you, but even for the town thief." What's the difference between the love of the Chassid and the love of the Ruzhiner Rebbe? The Chassid loved the Rebbe because he liked the Rebbe. He was interested in the Rebbe. The Rebbe benefited him. There was something in the Rebbe that attracted to him, right? There was an agenda that the Chassid had that the Rebbe fulfilled, that the Rebbe served. This is why the Chassid loved the Rebbe, but he did not love the thief. The Rebbe he was attracted to. The Rebbe he had a desire. The Rebbe he liked. For the Rebbe there was an interest. But the town thief meant nothing to him. However, from the perspective of the Ruzhiner Rebbe, all of the Jewish people were not just one nation, we're not just one family, we're not just one people, but we are in fact one soul. Therefore, from the perspective of the Ruzhiner Rebbe, right, the love that he had was natural because we're all one. Therefore, the Rebbe loved the Chassid, and therefore the Rebbe loved even the town thief. This helps us understand the difference between Moshe and Shlomo HaMelech. When the Jews gathered together for Shlomo HaMelech, they gathered together for their gathering together. Yes, they were united, but it was an imposed unity. They were there for an agenda. They were there because the temple was being dedicated. They were there because it was a monumental historical experience. So yes, they were there together, but it was imposed by external events. So therefore, at the end of the day, they remained apart and each one had their own groups. However, who was Moshe Rabbeinu? Moshe, he was the role model of the Ruzhiner Rebbe. He was the one who not just taught us, but lived the idea that we're not just one nation, we're not just one people, but we are in fact one soul. There's a natural unity, there's a natural oneness, there's a natural connection that we have for each other. So therefore, when he gathered the Jewish people, there was a natural unity. They all melted together as one. Now, during this period of physical distancing, we have an opportunity to see how really connected we are and how really one we are. Because throughout the year, we come to the shul. Yes, we're all there in the building together, but each person comes for his own agenda. Each person comes for his own purpose. Yes, we're all there together, but how deep is the connection really there? However, during the coronavirus, when everyone's in our home, when we're physically distant, yet if we remain socially close, this is the greatest testimony to what a true relationship is about. When we're physically distant, yet we call each other, we check in on each other, we see how are you feeling, what can I do for you, how can I help you, I miss you, I wish that we could be together. That's the greatest testimony of the strength of the bond of the relationships that we have. The shul has a WhatsApp group. The WhatsApp group was created specifically for the purpose of informing people when there's going to be a minyan, if there's a Shiva minyan, if there's a Yortzeit. It was specifically for informational purposes. However, as a result of this physical distancing, it became something so much more and something so powerful. Every morning at 6:45 a.m., people check in on the WhatsApp group. They say, good morning, I'm here, I'm ready to daven. And we're all davening together at the same time. Then Mitch Lechter records his Tillim, right? Mitch recites Tillim in a way like no other. It gives you passion, it gives you energy, it gives you enthusiasm, it gives you strength to take on the day. I record the Hayom Yom. I record the mitzvah of the day. Right? People strengthen each other. We inspire each other. We look after each other. We share with each other inspiring videos. We share with each other pictures. We share with each other jokes. And we share with each other emojis as well. So it's amazing that at a time where there's supposed to be intense physical distancing, I have to say that as a shul family, right, we've never felt closer to each other. If you would like to be added to the WhatsApp group, right, please let me know and be very happy to add you to the group. I would like to conclude with a call to action. Number one, please call 5 people. Always technical problems. Number one, call 5 people. If you're not sure who to call, contact me. I'll give you the names of 5 people. Check in, say hello. People are feeling alone. People are feeling distant. This is a prime opportunity to show people that you care. Give someone a call. Let me know. I'll give you some numbers. Number 2, take advantage of the time that you have that you're at home. So often people want to learn, you want to come to a class, but we're busy, we're running all over the place. Now you have an opportunity to learn, not because you can go to the class, but because a class is coming to you. This week I've recorded classes on YouTube, they're streaming on Facebook, they're posted on the shul's website. At your leisure, you're able to study, you're able to learn, so take advantage of the time that you have now to study a little Torah together. And finally, number 3. The physical distancing has given us an incredible opportunity when it comes to observing Shabbos. We're not going to work, or many of us are not going out to work. We're not traveling. We're staying at home. It's a perfect opportunity to keep Shabbos. Please cook your meals before Shabbos starts. Light candles on time, 6:47 p.m. Have a beautiful Shabbos meal together with your family. Have a good book. Read. Spend quality time with your family. Daven. Pray. And have a truly beautiful, wonderful Shabbos. During this time period, we are all sensitive to how much we need to care for our body, but it's also an incredible opportunity that we have to strengthen our soul. So I want to wish everyone a wonderful, beautiful, peaceful Shabbos. Take advantage of it. Spend time with the family. Learn, grow. And I can't wait to be able to spend Shabbos together with you. Hopefully soon in the future, we'll actually be able to spend Shabbos together in the shul. Have a wonderful, beautiful, meaningful Shabbos.